4 sacks in the last 2 seasons alone, and that's second only to Chandler Jones over that span.
Oh, yeah.
That's how to strip the ball away from him as well. That was something he did particularly well when he was at Purdue.
What you mean by that?
For takeaways, he's carried that
we
well
understand.
in the NFL.
So a 3rd and 10.
Yeah,
and
we Gucci.
defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Loletta. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. Made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl.
It be emotionally charged and shit. Like, I'm mad at this bitch, so fuck yeah. I can feel you on that, because, like, this one thing my man said about me, like, yo, this, like, he spoke, because, like, he like, yo, this nigga, he a little bit older than us. He was talking about me to another nigga, like, he a little older than us, but, like, this nigga move. He was saying how I move is like, it's like not textbook, but like it's something niggas could take out a page out my book, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, cause like niggas really do be on that emotion, like, bitch, fuck this bitch, I ain't doing anything, and that shit end up lining your ass clean the fuck up, bro. And like, bitches know when they can push your buttons. And likewise, you know how you can push your bitch buttons. Like, it's a two-way street. But who gonna play chess and who gonna play checkers? That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Have those games again, but now 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis, and then 120, a big performance against Green Bay.
Yeah, women is wear their heart on their sleeves. But a lot of niggas is bitches now. A lot of niggas is bitches now. You know what I'm saying? And niggas and bitches is the new niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part.
Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU. And boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
Oh, yeah.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Not me. Not me. Not me. I'm still deep rooted, nigga, and booted, nigga. I ain't nah. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got time for me, yeah, that's cool. Cause I'm based off of solitaire, nigga. Like, I know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with that.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the forward and got the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Word, bro. Word. You absolute. But that's the thing though, and this is what they don't understand. Like, if you see the potential in the motherfucker, like, this nigga is talented in this shit. He might catch one. That's all you like. If you could see what a nigga capable and boost his confidence, you know what I'm saying? That's motivation, bro. And it's gonna benefit the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like you gonna do good, like, cause he's gonna thank you for them times when he felt like, damn man, what the fuck am I doing? Like, be his battery. When his shit low, you gotta be that nigga battery. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, you could do this. You fire. Like, the shit you do, ain't nobody fucking with you. That's gonna charge a nigga up, especially coming from his girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And he's gonna get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Nah, like, I mean, I can't speak for everybody. I speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, for somebody, like, I'm deep in that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what that allows me to get in a certain mind frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is motivation. Like, damn, my baby charging me up. Like, I'm gonna do this for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit really charges nigga up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not the type of motherfucker that's gonna be like, oh, I did this shit on my own. Ain't nobody was with me. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, I remember shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna reap the benefits of that. You know what I'm saying? Who fuck with me, who invested in me. Like, that shit go a long way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here's Smith now on second down. On the catch, it's Crowder. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
hold up.
Shotgun snap for Smith. He finds his target. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets
No,
up
this
the
nigga
first and
talk
goal.
shit. Alright, good.
I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Peterson. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting
Nah, see, in that mentality, nah, don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't, bro. They don't. Because you can choose to agree or disagree, nigga. And if you disagree, move the fuck on. So they don't dictate. They can set standards, and if you don't meet them or want to fuck with it, disengage, nigga.
And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes,
but this be the shit. Like, as a young nigga, I already know. Like, bro, bitches be saying, like, not like it's we in a different era and shit, but it's the same shit. Like, when you young and shit, like, they be like, no. But, like, you just gotta coerce, however you say that word. But they be with it. They just, you know what I'm saying? They want you to, you know what I mean, do a little more.
Coach of the Year, I thought, was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect. But Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
From the gun, here's Lorletto. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice play.
Right.
Down carry for Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Right.
Great rookie season for Barkley, over 1,300 rushing yards, 2nd in the NFL, 11 rushing touchdowns.
I'm gonna let you have the floor on this one. I'm gonna let you have the floor on that one. I'm gonna body you. Say that, but I can't wait till we start arguing, bro. That's the one. They're the one.
15 total touchdowns. He ended up breaking 94 tackles. A lot of people said he didn't run inside. Oh, he did. And he broke those tackles and made plays downfield. And don't forget this about this guy. Those numbers would normally win Rookie of the Year going away. He'll be in a real battle with Baker Mayfield from Cleveland for that honor.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go.
After After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll come out in the pistol.
Word to Bobby.
And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing 7-3. A good practice inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt but not through.
What nigga said fella sex? That fella sex.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, 2nd major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, I.B. Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin.
Way to go. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. AP still got it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
From the 50, it's Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh, man.
They'll boot it away from about his 35.
I'm over here. I'm multitasking, bro. I'm multitasking.
Giants set to get the football back, and they're coming off a 5-11 season. Now, look, that's an improvement from 2017, but still it's 8-24 the last 2 years. Okay, you talked about earlier their need to get big guys up front to protect the quarterback. You got the number 6 overall pick in this next year's draft. Where are you going?
You would think that if you could get someone like a Quentin Nelson who went to the Colts last year, you would want to do that. But there's also a chance they can get their future quarterback with the number 6 pick. So you might have to go in that direction and then come back and get the big guys later in the draft. Sitting in that number 6 spot, they will have a good chance at getting one of the top quarterbacks in this year's draft.
Whoosh! And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 7-3 to score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, here we go. 319.
Coming off play action, Loletta. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Set. Blue 90.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
To the air yet again, Loletta. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. This one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Coaching from the bottom to tell his running backs before games, make sure you're running the ball when you're up to line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking.
Wait, hold on.
He did a pretty good job just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Make them feel it. Let them know that it's still designer laced and pretty Porsches and I-8. The city's no
He'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Trying to get this AZ
So
shit.
here's a first and 10 at the 38. Smith on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
What did you just say?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yes. That's where the chopper will come up. That's where the chopped cheese comes.
He nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Tom Lau. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly
Let me
right.
make sure my team beat you. Oh, we losing.
Probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation,
y'all 7-3 on my shit. You scored a touchdown. And I got the ball in the red zone right now.
That's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Yeah.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's the end of it.
A handoff to Barkley, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 10 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
Back to throw, Loletta. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A real bitch, yeah. A real bitch, yeah. There's too many of those, though.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As he's on to punt for now, heavy Redskin pressure, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
However form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I have. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They give it to Peterson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Josh Morrow on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now.
Wait, what? What?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
But white niggas like shit like that. Like, they really be into this shit like that. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yo, bro, I might be slightly disengaged, bro. I'm engaged.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive.
Once I get in my bag, I'm in my bag.
Think they still
And
have
then
to show
you gonna cry. You gonna cry once I'm in.
but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
He's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, Loletta. It's a
Trying to set something up, man. I'm trying to set something up, man. Let me work. Let me work.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 3rd down, Loletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Riley Dixon now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Time to spotlight the quarterback, Alex Smith. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, Smith. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And off comes to Peterson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Redskin 1st down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Yeah. What? What is she talking about?
On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable
Who
to
for
find
is that?
anyone open.
Who for is that?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Don't get full of yourself, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the
Yo, I'll merch you on that season.
Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming.
Bro, you telling, like, the nigga talking about being with.
Completion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two.
I got you on that
On
one.
3rd down, they like to play those nickel or something.
With the dice.
The Redskins on 3rd down.
Bro, you said you was gonna do that. You like, I'm about to make all these acapellas for such and such. And we gonna do this. I'm like, alright, shoot him through.
This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I don't help niggas.
First down as Smith hits Crowder.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good time.
It is that way, though. You nicer than me on the turntables and shit, though. You got that. You got the picky. But don't nobody want that picky. They just want to hear fire. They want to hear fire, and that's where I got you. I'm going to give them the fire. You going to give them the picky. So we come together. No. The picky, the fire is fire. The fire is fire without the picky. That's a fact. That's a.
Smith now to throw again. And stopped a few yards shy of the ball at the 3. And now before this first down,
Nah, you right, but at the same token, you right. You not right. Yo, you don't need the picky for the fire though. The Ficky do, I ain't gonna hold you though. The Ficky do enhance the fire though. Ficky, fire. That's my shit. That's my shit. I ain't gonna send it to you neither, nigga. That's mine. You can get it on your. You had it. When I had it, you said you had it, but you don't use it. You don't use it though. You don't use it, so it's off limits. Yeah. DJ Tone Kapone. You had the white niggas saying that shit, man. I like that shit. I want the professional, yeah. Like, I don't need that shit though, because I got the fire.
Because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Oh, I can steal it then. Do you sample it like where you can play it?
The extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
Oh, like blinking, USA. Yeah. Nigga, give me that bread, nigga. I do it. I'm like blinking, USA. Ow. Nah, bitches be talking nasty. Any bitch can talk nasty, bro. No, I mean, no, bitches can do that voice. They get dick, bro. You don't think they talk like that? Like, all bitches can do that. Tell you can tell white people to do that shit like, yo, say this shit like this. Like you about to get that motherfucking anaconda.
Because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively.
Oh, that shit is sexy. I don't even know, but I know. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound. And then say some Spanish shit like papi. I don't want your tag to have all that.
Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far.
No, but this my thing. This how I maneuver. I don't know if you do the same, but you know what I'm saying? You a more advanced DJ because you nice on the 12s and shit.
They're playing old school defense.
right? You can fuck with the 12. I was semi fucking with him, then they got taken away. God bless to my cousin D. You know what I'm saying? But my dog chewed up the nigga headphones. He yapped all that shit out my crib when I was on warning. Like, nah, I gotta take my shit. And he took my mom crate. Like, nigga, you gotta leave something. Nah, if you taking this, nigga, I should. But I was young. I was in fucking like 9th, 10th grade. But yeah. But no. What we was originally talking about?
And they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. On third down, Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down.
You not.
The Redskins looking for another time. They get it. They get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I can't wait. What's the plan A? Let's go with plan A. Meet up on game day.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is Harris. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here.
Man,
1st
fuck
and 10.
you. Fuck you. Fuck. You not fucking with me, man.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
You know you're not fucking with me, bro. It's just like when we used to hoop at Kirk Park, nigga.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As they'll stop it with 13
no, you
seconds to
don't.
play.
That's the whole thing. You think you do what you do.
So the offense
not when it comes
to TO. And now we are ready to
bro,
resume play.
You better to join forces. You better all join the forces. Join forces. No, never, bro. The shit that I throw my head in, which is just like right now on the DJ side, is blending. I don't do all the ficky. You know what I'm saying? You got me on the ficky, but what I do fuck with, I'm unfuckwittable. You know what I mean? And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you understand that, the better we can grow. You know what I mean? Nigga! And I don't. You ain't see my. I never put this shit out, but you ain't never hear my D block shit. I did that like back in the day too. Like nigga, I was on my Green Lantern shit. Like nigga, I made songs out of pieces of shit, not pieces of shit, literally. Like pieces of songs. I'm a beast, bro. I'm really a beast. I'm a beast, man. I'm not Scotty, nigga. I'm Jordan. I'm Jordan, bro. They all on my fingers, nigga. No, you felt the credit you wanted to give was enough. It's not efficient. Bro, when do I ever say that? don't never say that. You wasn't around when I say that. You never heard me say that.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
They're cooking the Giants, yeah?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar.
Well, sorting.
Drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket.
Nigga, I can see that, and I'm on the outside.
Goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, you've been doing shit, but the shit you trying to do right now could have been knocked out. But I ain't never say that because it's like, you like, nigga, and I'm like, I'm not trying to do all that shit sometimes.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Word. If you peep, not to cut you off, Parso, but like when you talking about doing this shit, I'm like, bro, you can do this, like to get through it. Like I'm trying to offer you shit to get through it, but like you already was on it. I guess.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times.
Hold on. Yeah, I feel you on the hurt. Yeah, that shit do hurt. That's why I need that. Bro, if I unlock that, if I could salvage some of that shit off that hard drive before I went up north, woo.
Offense.
There's
going to be a lot of porn,
So that's
and
an
music.
explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Yeah, me neither.
Following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They start the drive with Peterson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On second down, Peterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter now.
I'm about to check out, man. I feel like I'm about to hurl.
He's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second.
Yeah, nigga.
Perfectly designed blitz right there.
I feel like I'm about to hurl, bro.
Because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm logging off. Alright.
They run. Peterson.
Alright, my nigga.
For an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Yep. Alright.